Hey everyone, it's Kaylee here, and today I'm sharing a process video for Scrap Squad, and I'm going to be using this week's Scraplift as inspiration for this page. Now, I really loved this week's lift. I like the simple design, being able to use lots of different pattern papers, but for some reason, this layout took me forever to make, and yet it's so simple, but it really did take me forever. So I'm going to talk you through the process. I did leave quite a bit of this process in just to show you that my layouts don't always come together quite easily. I faff quite a lot with papers, with embellishments and various things like that. So what I've done so far is I've cut down some strips of paper. I really love these two papers together. They're from the She's Magic collection by Dear Lizzie. I was quite late getting this collection, but I absolutely love it. So I've distressed the edges of each of those papers, and I'm going to put them down the right hand side of the layout, just like in the original layout. But this does change for me later on, which you'll see further through the process. So I've stuck those down. I'm just trimming off the edge because obviously I scrap in A4, so my layouts are smaller than a 12x12. And I raised the edges of those a little bit, just using my finger just to add a bit of texture to the page. And now I'm cutting down some vellum. I thought that with this collection that some vellum would work really nicely as an extra layer. And as well for the photo that I'm going to be scrapping, I just thought that delicateness of the vellum would work well. And I've also pulled out some more paper scraps. I've pulled this one out, which matches the pattern paper along the strips. And then I think I am going to bring in some more of the pink as well, and a few other different colours, which you see me right now. I'm going to cut up a whole lot of paper, and I just start getting quite annoyed with myself because it doesn't seem to be coming together how I wanted it to, or how I visioned it in my head. So I will take a break shortly and go off camera, sometimes just switching the camera off and taking my time. The layout does start to come together. I think I do feel the pressure a little bit when I'm filming to get things done a bit quicker, so I'm not using up loads of storage on my phone, but sometimes, like I said, just turning the camera off and having a quick mess around does help. So here's my photo. It's an older photo. It's of Darcy and her dad when Darcy was a little baby. She's such a daddy's girl, even still now. Like, she knows that she can wrap him around her little finger and get whatever she wants. And she really does love her daddy. So this photo was taken actually at my grandma's birthday party. Like I said, quite a few years ago. And it was just a really cute photo. And I just wanted to put it in my album and scrap this photo as well. So yeah, here I am still faffing around with those papers. I will cut off in a minute and come back with my paper layers all organised. I added some green paper in, and I think that really did help. And I did scrap the vellum and just backed my photo in some vellum instead. So now there's going to be even more faffing with the embellishments as well. I'd gone through beforehand and pulled out quite a few things that I felt would work with this page. And I pulled out quite a few die cuts. I pulled out some stickers. I pulled out some puffy stickers. There's even some bits and pieces that I've fussy cut from pattern paper. And I felt like I needed some florals. There's quite a few florals in the original layout. And also, which I haven't mentioned, which I did mention earlier that I was going to do, but I have flipped the layout around as well. It just wasn't working for my photo the other way. I felt that it looked better with Tom facing the strips than Darcy facing the strips. I don't know, it just looked better to my eye. So I did decide to have the paper strips onto the left hand side instead of the right hand side. So now I'm just messing about with some more die cuts and seeing if there's something that I maybe have missed that I might want to use. I don't end up using anything else. I try a few things, but they just don't work for me. So this it's like a little bouquet of flowers. I fussy cut that from a cut apart card. I thought that's really pretty. So yeah, I'm just flicking through those. I don't think I find anything else that I want to use, but I thought I'd keep this in just to show you how I do. You know, I'll pick stuff out and then I'll go back again and have another look. And this is kind of what it's like for me when I'm doing my layouts. And most of this I usually cut out because obviously it makes the video so much longer. But I felt like it was important to try and keep some of this in to show you how I make my decisions whilst I'm scrapping. So I've got a die cut at the top and I've added this little stamp with a bird on. I thought that looked really cute. I am going to trim down the die cut because I felt like it felt a little bit too big on that top piece there. There's also a flower that I fussy cut, which I'm going to come back in soon and fussy cut some more of those just to add them in 3 different places on the page. And I'm putting some more things into my bottom cluster. I'm quite pleased to use one of those little cups on this page. When I seen them in the die cuts, I thought, how am I going to use those? But I managed to use one on this layout and I'm quite pleased about that. And I've got some tickets tucked in there, even though tickets have nothing to do with this page whatsoever. I've managed to use some of those up. So I cut out me sticking everything down. You've just seen me place everything, so I thought I'll cut out the whole, you know, me sticking things down. But I did pop up some things on form, some things on tape. And now I'm going to come in with my title. And I'm going to title this page Daddy's Girl. And I'm going to use these big thickers that are part of the collection. And then I'm going to pull in some thickers from the new Amy Tan collection, Picnic in the Park. I felt like these thickers work really well together. I like the idea of having 2 different fonts in 2 different sizes for my title. So I'm just going to put those on there. And now I'm just going to straighten those up. I really love these stickers at the minute. They're possibly my favourite ones at the moment. The size of them is just perfect. And because I scrap in a smaller size, getting small thickers like these work really well. I'm going to bring in some gems from my stash. I'm really loving using these and I've definitely found my love of gems again this year. And now I'm going to fussy cut a few more of those little pink flowers so I can add them into 3 different places on the layout. And these are really simple to fussy cut as well, so it doesn't take long to fussy cut each of those out. I definitely recommend fussy cutting if you're limited for embellishments and things, or you need just that little something extra. It definitely really does help a collection stretch so much further than it would if you didn't fussy cut things out. So now that's done, I'm going to come in, well I think I adjust my gems at first, once I've stuck those down. And then I'm going to come in with some paint splatters just to finish it off. I do take a look at the original layout again, and just to make sure there's, you know, nothing that I've missed that I might want to duplicate onto my layout as well. And definitely the splatters just finish it off. I think I've gone to get my paint right now, so I probably should have just like cut that little bit out, but the paints that I use are just some cheap watercolours from Hobbycraft, and they've got like a pearlescent finish to them, so I do use these for quite a few different projects. I do like the quality of paint of these. To say they were so inexpensive as well, they've got a lovely finish. So I do some silver splatters, and that finishes the page off perfectly. So if you haven't already, or if you aren't already, sorry, a member of Scrap Squad, please do join us. We pick a different Scraplift each week, and it's so much fun seeing all the different variations of the weekly Scraplift. And here's some close-ups now of my finished page. I look forward to seeing what you guys create with this week's lift. Thank you for watching. Bye.